Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kayla, Crafty Pen Pal Mama. So this video is an unboxing. I am working with Panalisa, who is a neat, great little shop on AliExpress. So I saw a friend of mine who was working with them, and I had looked at their items, and they all looked really great. And it was actually Carrie's Craft Emporium, and I loved the items she worked with. So I spoke with them, and we agreed to collaborate and work together. So they sent me some items, and I want to share with you guys what they sent me. Um, so they picked the items that they sent me. So there are, let's see, let's start with the paper pads. So they sent me these paper pads. I have them, I think all of them are open mostly, so that there's not too much crinkling. Okay, so here's the first one. Super adorable. It reminds me of Graphic 45. I love it. And, oh, I wanted to point out, this front piece here, this is a cover, shows you examples, and then it has this here. And I thought that was maybe an idea for a layout, but actually you get this page already made. So I thought that was really fun. You could embellish and you wouldn't have to add too much to that. So I'm going to try to do a quick little flip through. Let's see. I skipped something. So those are like cut aparts. That pretty green design. Butterflies. Love that one. This is not working out. Let's see. Okay, so you got the plants there. And I'm going to move these by twos because there's two of each. So that's the cut aparts, and then the green sheet. The butterflies. That pretty dark red one. I love, there's script in the background. I love that. And I haven't done anything vintage in quite a while, but that's how I started crafting, actually, was vintage projects, vintage theme things, and mixed media. So it'll be fun to play with these again and maybe get back into the vintage. I accidentally grabbed that one. Okay, so it's got little photos, plants, butterflies. That one with some script and words all over. I really like this one because it definitely matches every single page. It's got like bits and pieces of all the pages there in stripes. Another green one was the script with some plants. This one here, it's kind of like cut aparts, or you can leave it as is. It's got little, it's like information cards on different plants. And then you have this one. Yeah, so that is the first one, and it was called, where did that page go? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. I don't see a name on this one. Let's just see. Panalisa, 6x6 paper pad, 12 different designs times 2 sheets, 160 GSM, heavyweight cardstock. And there's a number down here. Maybe that's how you can tell which one. So the next one is this cute little fairy theme. And it's called Fairies. So again, with this one, you have that page there. And you get that layout there on top. Really pretty. This is so cute. The splatters in the script. And then a couple of plants popped in. I love, love, love this page. Like splattered watercolor. It's just beautiful. And you have this one with florals and fairies. And then some of the script with that splatter going on. It's like a design put over the top of this one. I really like that. And this is one of my favorites. It's like watercolored pink with some words, some script, butterflies, little plant. Love that. Love it so much. And then this one, is, again, is like that blue and green splatter page with the butterflies over the top. So it definitely all coordinates. I love these green butterflies. And they do have matching ephemera for these paper pads as well. I did not get them this time, but they do have different packs. And actually, Carrie shows some of it on one of her videos. If I can remember, I will link her channel as well so you guys could check out what she received from Panalisa. So here's another light blue with some light script in the background and then flowers and butterflies over the top. And then here you have more flowers. And it's more of the tall ones with the, the stems and the long weed type pieces. And then you have this one, similar to that one. It had the stripes. These go in this direction, and they're different widths. And it's all the designs from the collection, so it coordinates. There's that watercolor design again. I love how they used that background several different times to get all these different looks. I love it. And then you have this green gingham plaid design. And then there's one, again, stripes that was more like that one. And it coordinates. And then you get a red gingham plaid with it as well. So I haven't opened this one. And there's actually two that are like Valentine's. And they're vintagey Valentine's though. So I believe when I work with these, they may not necessarily be Valentine's theme. But I do like the vintage and the red and the pinks. So this one's called Romantic. And you can see some of the examples here on the front. A little lady in her ball. What do you call that? That dress. And there's one in a yellow. Pretty little vintage girl there. And you get the roses. So yeah. That's one of the sheets also. Love that vintage background. And then this one, that one was called Romantic. And then here's this one, L'Amour. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So it is another more Valentine's theme with the little cherubs, the angel cherubs, whatever you call them. But again, with the pink and the red roses. A little vintage looking fairy there. And her hat is a rose. That is so pretty. And then there's one of the sheets. And those would be fun to fussy cut to use as ephemera. The little teacups, the little forget-me-not bundles. Super cute. And then the last paper pad is this one, and it's called Hydrangea. And it's kind of Easterish, but I think it's more... It's Easter, but it can be spring. I love the bunnies. I love bunnies. It doesn't have to be Easter. I love bunnies. So this one's more along the lavender vintage line. So that's your examples on the front. Show you a few of these. And I'm going to love to fussy cut some of those. I love to fussy cut. I like that one with the, it's like flower definitions on pink. And the little lambs, super cute. Let's see. There's another one there of just that pink. The same thing with, just plain. You can use it for whatever. Let's see, here's another vintage one with a lavender flower on the side. I like this one, pink background with the dark red and purple. Adorable little bunnies. And that looks like maybe an egg candle. Super adorable. And I love these little floral clusters with the bunny ears sticking out. And then that is so beautiful. It's like lace over a vintage page. And then here you've got florals with lace over another vintage page. And it looks like some faux stenciling done there. Another bunny page with some little floral clusters. That same page with the lace, but with the purple hydrangeas on it. Super cute. Again, with a different kind of flower. I'm not sure what you call those, but they're pretty. And then that's it. Alright, and then I want to show you right quick the dies they sent me. I have not created with all of them yet, but I have made one of them, and I will share that with you. Oh, when I opened the package, this was on top. So they send you this little pack of like little sample sheets and some kind of stickers. And oh my gosh, I love the stickers that I ended up getting. Look at these. They're little jelly beans. They're so cute. And they're like enamel. So a little bit of dimension to those. So yeah, you get these cute little memo sheets. To-do list, a little pink one. Memo. That says receipt, and it can be a list. Almost like an ephemera piece. A couple of little plaid pieces. And this one's like grid ombre. And they put a cute little note on here from them, Panalisa Craft Store. So that was a cute and fine little freebie that they stick into the package there. Okay, and then the dies. So this first one here it's a Valentine's theme. It's like there's your Cupid and there's your spoon. So it's kind of like a little cup. And, but I was thinking you don't have to use the Cupid. You can make this in any colors and any theme that you like. If you don't want to do Valentine's, you don't have to use the Cupid. So, there's a heart with it too, for the spoon. Okay, so this little, the main little cup shaker part here, and you can make a shaker out of it if I didn't mention that. So, it is 3 1/8 inch long, and then the widest part down here at the bottom is like 2 1/8. And I will link these products in the description box. And then the next one, this is like an ice cream cone with layering pieces, and then your ice cream scoops are actually the hearts. So you could use it that way. You could use it anyway. There's a little frame piece. You could make it a shaker on the top, whatever you like. So that's cute. And I can't measure all those pieces, but this little cone piece here, which is the base, measures 2 1/8 of an inch by 3 inches. So not too big, good size. And then this one, I have opened some of them and put them on my magnet sheets. So this is one that I did work with, and it makes a little shaker container. So I created this one. I've not added anything else to it, but if you can see, it can be made flat because you have this outer piece, or you can use this piece to make it a shaker, and that's what I did here. So you get this piece that is the whole size. You have your layering frame, and then you have your top piece. And this time I didn't use these. I used my own sequin mix I already had, but they also include hearts, stars, circles, and then these sprinkles. So you can cut it out and make your own little confetti pieces. And this guy, since I've got one made, is, let's see, 3 1/8 of an inch by 1 5/8 of an inch. So that is that little guy. And then, yeah, I have another one here that they sent me. It's one of those little Cloche, I think it's called. I just call it a cake stand. So you got your cake stand base here. You've got your top piece. And I thought it was super adorable that the handle is a heart. So you've got your donut pieces here. So you can layer and make your own kind of donuts. You've also got the die to make sprinkles. A little butterfly you could put here. You could put on the handle, on the side, whatever you like. And then there's a couple of little pieces there too for other embellishing. And this guy, I'm going to measure the base. So the base here is about 3 1/8 of an inch. And well, with this right on top of the other one, that's not going to be the exact size, but you can tell the space in between. That measures 4 3/4 of an inch. So a little less than that actually when you put the top down here on it. All right, so there's those. And then this is the next one. It is a mushroom shaker die. And as with most shaker dies, you can make it flat and use your pieces, or you can use this part to make a shaker. So for this one, the top of the mushroom is the shaker. And you've got a few little extra mushrooms. You've got a door, a knob, mushroom tops for these mushrooms, little windows. You could probably even make those little shakers if you wanted to. So this guy, I'm going to measure from the widest top part of the mushroom, 3 1/4 by right at 3 1/4 again. So that's going to be fun to play with. It can be springtime, and it could probably go with lots of other collections, or just because if you like mushrooms. So yeah, I love dies that can be used for more than one occasion. And this is a good one for more than one occasion too. You could do a cake in there. It could be happy birthday. It could be just because, you know, and that one as well. Okay, and so the next one, or the next two, so this is the first one on the sheet. It makes a bow, and it's a different kind of bow that it makes. I will have to, I thought I made one as an example, but if I did, I've misplaced it. So I will have to put this together and show you guys on my next video how it looks. This is the base part here, and then you fold these in a certain way, and it makes a cute, different kind of bow. And this one, let's see, the base, I'll measure the base. So it is 2 1/2 inches. And when you fold this in for the bow loops, it just fits on the top, so it's not bigger or anything. And then here, the other die, last but not least, is this Gumball Machine. And I am especially excited about this one because it does so many different things. So, obviously you can make your gumball machine. You can also make a gumball jar. You get the little jar die. And you've got layering pieces for the front of the gumball machine. There is your layering piece for the top of the jar, your lid. And then this is a layering piece for the gumball machine. Sorry about that, I wasn't in frame. And then you can also make a little bag of gumballs. So here's your little bag, your little sack. And you can make gumballs come, be flowing out of it, just piled up. And I think these can be used in a lot of different ways. And so this is your piece here if you wanted to cut out and make your own gumballs. Let's see, you've got a bow piece, little layering parts for the front of your gumball machine. And that is the label part for the word gumball. So that says gumball. And you can layer it on there. So yeah, let me see. I can measure, see the gumball machine itself, just the machine, is right at almost 4 1/2 inches. And then the widest part from side to side would be maybe 2 3/8 of an inch. And then your jar here, I'll try my best to get this accurately. About 2 1/8 by 1 1/2. And then your sack here, the widest part at the bottom is 1 7/8 by about 1 3/4. So yeah, I love this die set. You can use it in so many different ways. And depending on the paper you use, you know, it can be a Christmas Gumball Machine, it can be a Christmas themed bag of candy, it can be this can be a cookie jar instead of a gumball jar. You know, anything you want to put in there. So yeah, I thought that was super cute. I cannot wait to play with this die. I love that it does so many different things, and then all the other options we have, and ideas we have as crafters too. So that is it for this video. We're right at 20 minutes. I hope it wasn't too long and you guys stuck around. So that's it. And like I mentioned, I will have the links to the shop and the items linked in the description box if you guys want to check them out or go grab some of these goodies for yourself. And I'll catch you guys on the next crafty video. Bye-bye.